Today I added a third set to the Romanian deadlifts. I was performing just 5 repetitions in this third set, so I did 10 in the first two and 5 in the third one. And the day after, which is when I'm recording the voiceover now, I'm feeling a good amount of soreness in my glutes. It's funny because while I was going through these sets, I wasn't really feeling any engagement whatsoever in the glutes. I was instead feeling it much more in the hamstrings, thinking about keeping my pelvis slightly tilted anteriorly. I found that in this position, I definitely engage much more the proximal head, the origin point, and much less pressure is actually put onto the distal part where it attaches into the knee, and that's where I have been feeling some discomfort in the past. So I do not really want to aggravate anything or even feel like there is too much tension and pressure put on that part of the muscle and the tendon. So as I was saying, I was adding 5 reps on top of what I did last week. And the fact that I can perform 2 sets of 10 definitely makes me think that I could be doing even a higher rep range with the same 100 kilos. So I'm definitely able to go up in weight. I just want to get an extra week or so while I add an extra few reps with 100 kilos before going up to 105. And then I want to stay between 6 and 10 in terms of rep range. I don't really want to go up to 12. I want to be increasing the load slightly sooner rather than later, and definitely much more than increasing the rep range to above 10 repetitions per set. So even though I could do more repetitions per set, I added a third one, which increased my rep count from 20 to 25 since last week, and that was a bit of a jump. So I understand why I felt a bit of soreness in the posterior chain. It's a bit funny just that I felt it in the glutes, which at no point I was even conscious they were being engaged. But of course, in a Romanian deadlift, these are some of the prime movers. It's just that they do not really receive that much of a stretch. Or actually, I'm sure that they do because I am at the basically 90-degree relative flexion. It's just that they are probably overpowered in terms of stretching by the hamstrings, and that's where I feel it the most. And that's proof enough for me. It's just that sometimes I have the feeling like I am not really targeting that part of the posterior chain as much as the lower part, the hamstring part, because I am not really getting that feedback of a potent stretch while I'm at any point of the range of motion. Well, I would ideally want to experience that at the bottom of the range, since I think that despite my stiff tendons and not great flexibility, I'm going pretty deep and reaping good results from implementing the Romanian deadlifts at this point in my training program. Now, RDL ramblings aside, I'm happy with the work that I've done on those, but I'm also happy with what I did on the giant set with arm work. I was doing the bicep hammer curls, superset with the upright rows, and the fact that I'm using straps for the Romanian deadlift is also coming in clutch because as I'm supersetting all the exercises within 1 minute from one to the next, I do not really have that much time to recover overall, and using straps on the upright rows probably allows me to get a couple of extra reps that I wouldn't otherwise be able to, considering the all giant setted together. I was getting 1 extra rep on both the curls and the upright rows from last time when I jumped in weight, and then I finished off with some extra upper body stuff, this superset here, but I only performed 1 because of time constraints. Ciao!